These are reasonable demands, not radical demands, in the face of a genuinely terrifying future. So, yeah, again, I come back to that idea that, yes, it might be annoying in the same way that your neighbour's fire alarm is annoying, but you suck it up because it's drawing your attention to a bigger problem. So I have huge sympathy for them. I'm not out there with them. I campaign in different ways, but I have huge sympathy for people who feel like the usual channels have delivered nothing.
I've got so much to say, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut and allow Ceri to speak instead. Ceri.
I just find, Amy, your politics and your ideas are really an alternate reality, and that, you know, you may be on some other planet. When the vast majority of the British public are faced with these horrendous cost of living rises and price hikes and energy bills, so rather than addressing the kind of energy production we need, you're obsessed with, really, and so are these climate lunatics and this apocalyptic doom-mongering, you're obsessed with stopping the kind of oil and gas production that we so badly need, or from getting the gas through the fracking from under our feet. And I think these kind of green politics, which are actually also very mainstream, it's the lunatic fringe that are preventing people, and they are. The AA might say there's been less disruption than expected, but 1 in 3 petrol stations in the southeast had to stop people filling up. That means people who need to take their family to hospitals, who need to get in a car because they can't get to work any other way. That means ambulances. That means people's normal lives are screwed by these kind of protesters who think they're holier than thou and are into saving the planet at the expense of the poor. And sadly, for years now, I've campaigned against this green nonsense because it's screwed up the lives of people in the developing world. Now it's screwing up the lives of people here, and we shouldn't tolerate it.
Chris Snowdon?
Yeah, I mean, these people are brainwashed idiots, and I think...
Who was brainwashed idiot?
The Insulate Britain, Extinction Rebellion, Just Stop Oil...
So, do you class Amy as that? I'm sorry,
well,
I don't want to
she's not gluing... If she was
that.
gluing herself to an oil refinery, yeah, that's she would. I mean, it's basically terrorism. They're trying to take out oil refineries. That's pretty much a terrorist ambition. I don't think they should be prescribed as a terrorist organisation as such, but I think the police should immediately take them away from wherever they are. I think the police have been far too tolerant. It's quite wrong to say that, you know, these people have been making their case politely for years and no one's been listening to them. The government is obsessed with climate change. These people are basically outriders for the government. They just make the government's position look more reasonable by being so totally unreasonable. The government wants to have net zero by 2050, has no means of doing it, and it's completely hypocritical, by the way, to complain about the cost of living while supporting this kind of stuff.